Hey, if you're watching this back on YouTube or Facebook, smash the like button. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, very important, smash that big red button. It says subscribe. Guys, I'm here to listen. What am I doing? I'm here to listen to your demo reviews, guys. So send me your demos. Send it to this address down here. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes. Here we go. Boom. Guys, we are back. Another week, another demo review. I hope you're well. Guys, I hope you are well. Welcome. It's live stream, number 36? This is crazy. I see you all in the chat. We've been chatting already in the little 5-minute warning. I hope everyone's doing very, very well. I've been super busy with music. I've been busy, and I'm gonna play some new music for you guys tonight. But I did miss a few demos last week, so we're gonna get straight into Kilanets. I'm not sure how you say it, but a first time submitting. So welcome, my friend. Yeah, so I'm gonna click through your profile and just see. Definitely, man, you need to add some cool details. So I see you're from the US, but also I would love to know things like what inspires you to make music. Add your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube channel if you have it, my friend, because I want to tag you in an Instagram post so that so that everyone can keep in touch and things like that. So let's have a listen to your track. Eternal Death Wish, 500 followers, free download, ?
I don't give a fuck.
There's a lot going on here, a lot good and some teeny tiny issues, but let's just get through it.
Kill him.
Okay, the track is huge, man. Like in terms of sound, it's huge. The idea is super strong. Like it's I'm telling you, it's almost there. What you need to work on, I think, is it sounds like you have a limiter or something on your master, because everything that's loud is hitting the ceiling, and basically with a limiter, when you push the sound right to the ceiling, anything that's already close to the ceiling just gets crushed on the ceiling. So what I'm hearing through my headphones is a bit of digital distortion from your limiter. So there's a very, very simple way to fix this. Very, very simple. Instead of having one limiter adjusted right up, add like one limiter, boost it a tiny bit, then add another limiter right after, boost that a little bit. What will happen is, instead of pushing everything up at once and crushing it against the ceiling, you will just gently crush those tiny peaks each time, and it won't give you as much of a digital distortion. I think this is so you have in there a very, very, very faint melody, right? It's kind of going like dun 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 dun. It's sort of like they're pads or something like that are very, very sort of soft in volume, and they're spaced very wide, so they're way at the back of the mix. So you need to sort of I don't know, you basically need to make it louder in your mix, and also give it a bit of a spike in EQ somewhere in the mid to high frequencies so that it cuts through the mix a bit better, because at the moment it's sort of hidden behind everything else, and everything else is your like crunching bass line, all your other sounds that are sort of limited and stretched to the roof. So man, the idea is good. It just needs a tiny bit more refinement, and then it will be there. Let's see what your outro does here.
One shot, that's all you got. Write your own story, you control the plot, yeah. One shot, that's all you got. Could drop dead now with a fucking blood clot, yeah. One shot, give it all you got, and never back down. No, I'm never gonna stop.
So that's pretty cool. Like you could almost get away with utilizing that vocal that you've sampled right at the end of the track. You could possibly integrate that in other parts throughout your track. So instead of bringing that really faint melody from the wide depths of your track, bringing that to the front and center, you could probably leave it where it is and add that vocal on top. And then it gives your track a bit more distinction, a bit more light and shade, because at the moment everything is super raw, super in your face. And apart from your little breaks in production, like here, there's not much more difference between light and shade. It's very in your face, very hard, which is like the style of music you've tried to create. So you've nailed that. Explore a little bit with integrating that little vocal section here and there, man. But thank you, man. Thank you. Welcome to the community. So you can join our Discord, man. It's free to join. If you're watching this back on YouTube, the link to join is in the description, or if you're watching on Facebook or Twitch, let me see, Discord. I've just posted the link there for you, so feel free to join. It's free to join. I did a huge server upgrade today. My gosh, it was stressful, guys. We were in, then we were out, and then we were back in again. So I nailed it. It's much better now. All right, let's have a listen to our next track from Bix. It's a secret demo featuring Mr. H.
Going to the store. Get some money. Going to the store. Get some money.
Okay, so I got batteries. I have no idea if one of these.
Pretty good so far, and it's only a short demo, so I'm gonna pause it here and give you my thoughts already. The vocal when it first comes in is super loud compared to the rest of the mix, so bring that down a bit or bring everything else up, except for you have some brass stabs there which are really loud in the mix.
Going to the store.
Wow.
Get some money.
So bring down those brass stabs a little bit, and yeah, make everything a tad louder, my friend. Also, this is a perfect contrast to the last track. So we've started off with some strong, deep, dirty tracks. The last track from Killant had everything to the ceiling and no space, and you have the opposite issue. You have so much space to make things a little bit louder and experiment a bit more. So you're in a very cool space.
Okay, so I got batteries. I have no idea if one of these batteries works.
Get some. Get some money.
And I get the thinking to the think upside go, face to the chest. And I get back upside my lips I get to go. And I get the thinking to the think upside go, face to the chest. And I get back money.
Going to the store. Going to the store.
Nice, man. Very, very cool. I can feel the groove you're trying to create with the offbeat hi-hat. I'll give you a tip on the snare drum. Instead of just having the snare doing all the way through, get a bit jazzy on the hi-hat, on the snare drum, and then it gives the track way more groove, way more swing, which is how I felt you were trying to take it, like deep, dark, dirty, but swingy, especially in the second half of the track. And I could tell you were trying to do that because you're trying to create the groove on the hi-hat with the and I think it was either the hi-hat or a combination of white noise and hi-hat. Man, so good, Mr. Bix, bro. You always bring the fire. Really cool, man. Yeah, crazy track. Guys, if you're joining in, I see you there on Twitch. Hello, and I see you on YouTube. Hello, guys. And Facebook as well. I see you guys there on Facebook as well. The party's usually on YouTube, but today there's good people on Twitch and good people on YouTube as well. So if you're feeling alone on Facebook, guys, you can join the party on YouTube or Twitch. Otherwise, no stress. All right, we're going to continue. Virtual Potions. Let's have a listen to Everglow. Da Di Da Virtual Potions remix. Let's have a listen.
Wir lieben das Internet.
After this ad, you just hit refresh, guys, on SoundCloud, and it will get rid of your ads instantly. You're welcome.
This was for the plays and the haters. I don't give a what. Turn it up loud, turn it up, come on. 뭔가 틀렸다 느낄 땐 too late. 분명히 후회만 남을 텐데. No sir, no. 그땐 늦어, right? 기회는 지금이야. Sorry, no, sorry. 인생 was a lie. 밀고 당길래. Don't bring me down. 고상한 척 따윈 제발 좀 no other show me, baby. Got no time for haters. 모두 다 집어치워봐.
So far, so good, Virtual Potions. The sub bass is a little loud in the mix, but let's keep going.
없는 거짓말로 숨기지 않게 그찬 그 허세 따윈 날려버리게
Very, very good, man. This is crazy.
그찬 그 허세 따윈 날려버리게 절대 널 이대로 기다려주지 않아 Don't bring me down, don't bring me down 고상한 척 따윈 제발 좀 no other show me, baby Got no time for haters 모두 다 집어치워버려 I can't live in here with no I just wanna
Wow, what a sick track. Really good, man. Virtual Potion, you smashed it. Really good. This is so strong that like I can't really offer, well, I can't give any suggestions to make it like better because it's so good. The only issue I heard was near the start of the track. The sub bass was a little loud for the production around it, so maybe have the sub bass a little softer at the start of the track. But you could make this track like it's already awesome. You could take it to the next level if you played around with a few more fills and things like that. So instead of having, like when you have your drop, you sort of have a strong drop all the way through. You could have some cuts, some pauses, and add in some really cool fills if you wanted to experiment with that. And this perfectly segues into a demo walkthrough we had. I just released the video yesterday on my YouTube channel by Music by Doubt, and he walks through his fills so good. So if you have time, go watch the video. It's about 12 minutes, but he walks through most of his fills, and it's really good to watch and learn how other people build their fills. Maybe it can benefit your track. You might be able to add some fills here and there, but wow, what a track. Guys, what a start to the stream. This never ceases to amaze me, the quality of music that comes in. So thank you, Mr. Virtual Potions. Another sick track. Haven't heard from you in a while. So Ryan, now you sent me this one and I forgot to play it. So Ryan, RJ Van Zetten, welcome my friend. You're also a new submitter. So hello, welcome. Feel free to join our Discord community as well, my friend. I just dumped the link in the chat for you. So if you're in the chat now, say hello. Otherwise, if you're watching this back on YouTube or Facebook, smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 600 subs by the end of the year, so hopefully I get there. All right, Ryan, let's have a look. I see you've got your Facebook linked here. Hopefully you have a little bit more information for us as well. So it's cool that you're from LA in the US. Let us know what inspired you about music, what got you into music. Maybe add your Instagram, your YouTube if you have it. And yeah, where can I send you my track? Where can you send the track? That's where you can send the track. Yes, how good is that? I finally set it up. Boom. All right. RJ Van Zetten. Let's have a listen to Ending Theme Glitch Text Zetten remix. Really cool. So far, the only thing that I could suggest to improve on this is when you have your melody running with your vocal, it's almost copying the vocal like parallel. I'd maybe have your lead do something dun, 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 and maintain while the vocal's doing something else fancy above, instead of replicating it like exactly. Sounds a little like cheesy, or a little too like in the box. I think if you had your lead da, 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 and then the vocals going da, 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 in this part back here. I hope you know what I mean, but to my ears, and this is only my opinion, right? So if you have your way and that's the way you want to do it, no stress at all. But it sounds like it's a little too similar to each other. So experiment with it. Maybe you can come up with something cool if you maintain some notes in your melody and have the vocal dance rather than both dancing at the same time. Sounds a little busy, but just my opinion. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I muted myself because my phone was ringing. Yeah, okay, so what was I saying? So I was saying that it sounds like your bass line is a little quiet in the mix, and you don't have to boost the volume. I think if you give it a little EQ push in the sub frequencies, that would be a lot better. I think it would sort of cut through the mix a bit more. And I was trying to work out what was wrong with the brass stabs, but Felix picked up on it. You need to add some sidechain onto it, so that the brass isn't overpowering the rest of the sound. Really, really cool. Really good, man. Thank you for submitting, my friend. Hope to see you again in future live streams. Sorry I missed your track last week, man. It was a super busy stream. So yeah, guys, if you don't want to miss out on hearing your track this week, you can donate to Skip the Line. So feel free to skip the line. No problem, Mr. Felix. All right. Diane Abanash, let's have a listen to Deja Vu featuring Tashi.
I see the look on your face tonight. I've waited up one so many times. Maybe this time you crossed the line. It's too late to apologize, and there's no way you can say that we're fine. Should've known Another alibi, I see right through. I've heard before, but I stay with you. Don't waste my time, I'm not naive. You promise things that I can't believe. Pulling me down when you put up a wall. You'd understand if you love me at all. These empty words, they don't ring true. I've heard them all, but it's deja vu. Deja vu.
Wow, that side chain, hey? Really nice work on the side chain. I think to really, so we've only heard like the first minute and a bit of this track. It has so much potential. It's in a very good place where it is at the moment, man. I think what you should do, definitely spend some time on your like your drum track. So your kick sounds very, very analog, very thin. Like it sounds like your kick doesn't have many like bass frequencies. So just double check your EQ on the kick, because it sounds very dry, very thin. So my suggestion, add a bit of a thicker kick on there. And also your snare drum is similar. It's a little thin. It lacks the impact that this track deserves. So I think you need to either make your snare a bit louder and add some reverb to give it some width and a bit more presence, or swap out your snare sample with a similar snare sample that's bigger, you know?
I've been pushed to the edge this time. Did you even come home tonight? Is every word that you say a lie? You're telling me you made a big mistake. You wanna try and make it better. Can't keep a record of the words you say. It's like you want me to forget it.
No way. Guys, if you follow Retrovision just shared my story. That's crazy. Hang on, I'm gonna check this out. That's so funny. No way. Let's have a look. If anyone's following Retrovision on yeah. Yeah. That's so cool. Wow, that's such a fanboy moment. I'm gonna add this to my story. Sorry, that's insane. Retrovision, that's sick. Sorry, Dion. Yes, bro. Man, I'm so happy. Okay, I just repost, who cares? Alright, sorry, let's continue.
Another alibi, I see right through. I've heard before, but I stay with you. Don't waste my time, I'm not naive. You promise things that I can't believe. Pulling me down when you put up a wall. You'd understand if you love me at all. These empty words, they don't ring true. I've heard them all, but it's deja vu. Deja vu.
Don't forget the upper frequencies as well. Dun 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 dun, something like that. Something cascading over the top of the vocals, like really high octave, not high, super high frequencies, but upper octave. Dun 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 dun. Can be a high octave piano with a bit of reverb. It can be anything, but this is a really good position in the production process. So I'm not sure how hard or how long you've worked on this project, but you're at a stage where it's really, really good, and now you start adding like the super slick touches. So as I said before, I'd go back, I'd revisit your kick and your percussion, make it stronger, a bit wider, a bit brighter, and definitely add something over the top, some cascading high octave something.
But now it's too late for you to try one more time. Another high. I see right through. Heard before, but I stay with you. Waste my time. I'm not naive. All these things that I can't believe. Hold it down when you hold. You don't understand if you're not feeling love. Empty words, they swallow you. Heard them all, but it's deja vu.
Really cool.
Deja vu.
Yeah, really, really cool. I really like this track. The vocal it's so subtle and so like delicate, and you've built this really nice, like it's like the song, the production you've created really like scoops up the vocal and like really pushes it along nicely, man. Sorry, my Instagram's blowing up. I got all these DMs of people writing to me because I got reshared by Retrovision. That's so cool. Anyway, all right, I need to calm down and get back into it. Yeah, Dian Abinash, good, man. It's good. Add those finishing touches and keep going. Guys, if you want to skip the line, you can donate. There's a button on my SoundCloud page if you want to donate. Okay, my friend. So Ashish Mahato, you've sent in 2 tracks. What I'm going to do, I'm going to listen to one now, and then I'm going to listen to another track later on. That's how I do it here. I usually only listen to 1 track per person. Actually, I'm going to pick one, okay? So one of them is 5 months old and one of them is 3 days old. I'm going to go with you one that's 3 days old because it's a fresher idea. A lot can happen in a music producer's life in 5 months. So let's listen to Thunder Records ID. Let's have a listen. Cool, good idea. It's almost there as well. There's when the drop sort of kicks in, there's a little bit of muddiness in your bass line. So something's clashing, and what I think it is when you have your synth chords playing da-na-na-na-na-na, or whatever it's doing. Everyone needs to know that when you have like even just a piano playing, right, and you hit a chord, it has frequencies that are mostly in like the mid frequency section, right? And then if you move up in the upper octaves, it moves to like mid to high frequencies, let's say. Even if you're in the upper octaves of a piano, there's always bass frequencies leaking through into the mix. I'm talking like bass frequencies, sub-bass frequencies. I know it sounds crazy just from a piano, but it happens, right? Every single channel you have in your track, you need to cut out all those sub-bass frequencies when they're not needed, right? Obviously keep it in for your kick, your sub-bass and your bass line, but basically everything else doesn't need it. Things like your chords, your synths, your leads, you can take out all those sub-bass frequencies, and trust me, when you do this, you will see and you will hear that your bass lines won't be as thick and as muddy and as heavy. So I recommend that. And also you've got a lead that's like do 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 do, something like that, and it has some very high frequencies, right? And it gets to a point in the frequency spectrum where it actually is it's like shrill or like bad for the ears. So all you need to do on that lead channel, drop an EQ on there and basically cut off the high frequencies at a certain point where it doesn't sort of damage your ears, because at the moment it's very high and very sort of like sharp, like piercing your ears. So just a few little updates for this track so far, and it'll be very, very strong. That's the high frequencies I was talking about there. So yeah, just work on those little things, and it's a good track in the making, my friend. Really, really nice. I just had a donation from somebody, and I think I know who it was because they texted me earlier. Was it you, Mr. Melling? Yes, my friend. So, please, thank you, Mr. Complaint. My friend, can you please write in the comments which one you want me to review right now, and which two you would like me to listen to a little later, my friend? Let me know, because one of them is a collaboration of ours, which I'm super excited. I'll pick one. Okay, I'm not going to do our collab yet, because I want people to sort of be in suspense for that one. So this one's 6 days old, this one's 1 month old. I'm going to stick with my common sort of thought, and I'm going to listen to the track that is the most recent. So let's listen to Complaints, Papa Khan, Rain, Complaint Flip. Let's have a listen. I'm not sure what people are saying is off key. I actually can't hear it at the moment. Yeah, maybe.
A little closer. We could do it.
Also, so Retrovision just shared my Insta story. I just invited him onto the stream as a guest reviewer if he wants to join. What do you think the chances are of him joining? 0. The intro, you say? I'm gonna listen to the intro again, but it sounded alright.
Come on a little closer. We could do it over now.
Maybe the ambience happening around might be a little off, but
Come a little closer. We could do it over. Come a little closer.
I think it's just the ambience that's slightly off key, but that's it. Yeah, again, so I hear it was. I think it's the ambience in here. I think the ambience is a little off because the ambience is hitting like dawn, and everything's down at dawn. Like,
Come a little closer. We could do it over.
dun, dun,
Come a little
and then the ambience is like dun.
closer.
Yeah, easy fix. Nice. I think, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I had to listen to it twice to hear that the sort of ambience was a little off. The vocal, I mean, if the vocal's off, it's only slightly. It's not hitting my ears too bad. One thing that got a little bit sort of same for me was the last sort of drop. Not too much happened in terms of craziness. So I know this could just be an idea that you've uploaded recently, but yeah, you can definitely add a few more interesting parts in there in that second rotation of the drop. Definitely. Guys, if anyone monitors the YouTube members and lets me know that Retrovision is in the chat, then I will lose my brain. Man, good. Just add a bit more variety in that second drop for sure, just to keep the listener sort of entertained and engaged. Otherwise, if it's just doing the same thing over and over and over, it's sort of like a bit square, a bit in the box, a bit sort of stale. It was good that you reintroduced the vocal, because that sort of brought that section back to life. I think there was like 4 rotations, and then on the 5th and 6th rotation you brought the vocal back in. So yeah, cool idea, man. Keep going with it. What I will do, man, I'll listen to I was going to play this anyway, So I'm going to listen to your other one a little later, my friend. So thank you so much for the donation, my friend. It all helps. Yeah, helps me buy the beer that I drink. Tonight's Heineken. So cheers for the Heineken, brother. The stream is getting awesome by each session. Yes, it definitely is, guys. It definitely is. All right, we are going to push on to Acrobas. Let's have a listen. It's a Google Drive track, so I'm just going to... I don't think we have to download it. Let's have a listen. Really good. There's actually a lot going on here. Really cool with the panning. You've really nailed that. Really cool. Definitely another melody on the top. Definitely. I like these tiny... I dig the change, like how you made it double time. It sounded a bit foreign to the rest of the track. So in the build up, you could add some elements like a drum and bass sort of drum beat, like automated in. So it kind of it starts to speed up in the build up. I know you've got the double time kick coming in, but that's very traditional for this style of track. When the double time hit, I was ready to go like, yeah, but then it was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, what's going on? So like, it was good, but I was like confused. So I was like, oh, okay, we're going fast now. cool. I think the tiny melodies that you had running over the top in the upper octaves, like dun 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 dun, you had it a few times, and it was very like faint in the mix. So like, you know in your head how you want to build it, like, so it's perfectly fine if that's how you intended it to be and that's how you want it to be. But I think that could be such a cool feature of the track. Instead of it being soft, faint, and in the background, I feel like it could be louder and at the front of the mix, so that it's more like a star. Because at the moment this is super like bass driven, like the bass is definitely the star of this track, and like all your brass stabs. Just an idea, maybe bring that melody a bit louder in the mix, a bit more to the front, and see how you go. I think it might change the dynamic a bit. It's very I dig how like it's very, very detailed. So I read someone commented saying, oh, I love how basic it is or something. I can hear all the teeny tiny things you've spent hours on adding in there, man. So really well done. I think this track's in a really good place. Many tracks I've listened to tonight are in a really good place where it's ready to get awesome. So you're in that stage where it's about to get awesome. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for submitting. All right, we're gonna hear from the Night Sky. Greetings to you in the US of A. I think it's an inauguration day today, or however you say it, for the Biden. All right, Night Sky ID, let's have a listen. It sounds like the percussion. It sounds like that's a little flat, I think. I don't know. I've only heard like 18 seconds, so. Very good. Really cool with the automations there in the drop. Really loved all the teeny tiny fills, the really subtle, really sharp stop starts in there. Really like, wow. That's where a lot of the tracks in this stream have not experimented with yet. Everyone's had very strong tracks so far, but they haven't dived into this level of detail yet. Like, I understand it's a demo drop show, right? So not all tracks are going to be 100% finished, which is fine. That's why you send me the tracks, they give you some ideas. This is a very good track to listen to. Yes, all the teeny tiny glitches are really cool. That's what a lot of us, like I'm guilty as well. I don't put enough attention into my drops. So this is very nicely done, Night Sky. Very, very nicely done. Really cool. What I'm gonna listen to is so the first and second drop, and just I'm gonna try and hear for variations because it's always cool to add something extra to your second drop. Like you could probably, this has like a very sort of like synthwave feel to it, like it's a little like slower in the synthwave sort of genre. So maybe you could add something else that's on top, like a super 80s like piano lead or something. Hang on. Something else, man. Really, wow. So good. I've got like goosebumps listening to that because it's so euphoric, so big. It takes me back to like 2013, 2014 when like Porter Robinson like burst on the scene. Wow, really cool. Experiment with that second drop. You did have another sort of like reverse flutter coming into the drop there, the second drop. You had like a bit of an LFO like filtered down, which is cool. It was some variation, but try and add another lead on top, see how it sounds. I think it would be really, really, really cool. All right, guys, we are going to continue. So we heard from Acrobass, we just heard from Night Sky. We are now on to We Are Mad Boys. Let's have a listen to Close to Me. So Mad Boys and Kinth, Close to Me. Let's have a listen. Wow, really good, guys. I remember I've listened to, I think this is the third track you guys have sent me, and it's so much stronger than your first one. Guys, if you're on a computer right now, go follow We Are Mad Boys. Just get them up. Let's try and get them to maybe 10 followers today. Guys, you're making some really good music. It's interesting. You have this contrast going on, so this difference going on. You've got super swingy percussion, but your lead is very like like it could be like like it could be a bit more swingy, your lead. Just a personal preference. I noted that your drums were very swingy, but your lead was very, yeah, like square or in the box. It wasn't too swingy. This track reminds me of a song that's out at the moment. It goes like bum bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum bum. Oh no, it's Charlie Mansell. Dude, Charlie, you're in the chat. You're in the chat, right? You have a remix that goes like that's what this song reminds me of. Man, that's where I've heard it from. Making some really good music. Keep it up. Really, really good. Really, really good, my friends. All right, we are going to push on. Guys, if you want to skip the line, feel free to donate. Otherwise, if you're happy to chill in the line, no stress by me. All right, Arthur Narino, my friend, welcome. You are a new submitter, my friend. I'm going to have a look through your profile and just see. Nice, you've got a nice, good, strong profile. I don't know what this means, so I'm going to translate it. Detect language. So it's Italian. I post on my songs here for opinions and advice on how I work. Thanks for the time you delegate to me. Ah, no problem, my friend. All right, nice full profile. Really, really good. Let's see. I'm just going to check if all your links are working, my friend. and let's listen to your song. I just noticed this is from 9 years ago, bro. 9 years old. It's very old, my friend. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna listen to your song that's from this year, because I feel like everyone's grown a lot in music production skills in 9 years. Am I right? Guys, I see you there on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. If you're tuning in, just smash the like button, just because it's just you clicking a button, right? And it just makes me smile a little. All right, Arthur Narino, I'm gonna listen to your new song, okay? Because it's more relevant. It's new. Let's listen. Arthur, man, very, very good. There's another trance producer that is often on this stream, and I just put his name in the chat, Wilson Serrano. You guys should talk to each other. Maybe you can make a very good song together. Man, so far, very, very good. I think you have a lot of white noise. I think you need to fade out your white noise so it's not so constant. It's not throughout the whole thing. Bring it down and out. I think it's too constant with the white noise. Some people, yeah. Very, very good, man. It gives me like Dead Mouse vibes from like 2012. Oh, so good. Same again. White noise. Shh. Too much. But man, everything else is very, very good. Yeah, really good, man. I'm glad I didn't listen to your song from 9 years ago, because I feel that's a bit like useless. I think 9 years ago I wasn't even making music, or was I? Probably was, but very poorly. Man, very nice track. I think the only thing you need to change or adjust would be the white noise. There's too much tss in the chorus or the drop, so definitely bring some of that away. Yeah, and man, I'm telling you, you must write to Wilson Serrano, very good trance producer. You two might be able to make a very good song. Send it to a record label. Very, very nice. All right, guys. If you are enjoying the stream, please write something in the chat. Write anything. Tell me about your day whilst we listen to DJ Patriot. My latest remix, give this one a listen. Let's have a listen to Shakira She-Wolf.
Cozy to get me a lover until
Man, so far, pretty good remix, but the thing that's missing is the bass line, my friend. I can hear you've got the dun 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 dun, the sort of the synth that's hitting. Maybe it's your bass line, I'm not sure, but it's you need to basically drag an EQ onto that channel, and you want to give the EQ a bit of a bump where the bass frequencies are, so that comes through stronger, because it's not there, and it would make your track so much stronger. Your track at the moment is very good, like it's a very good remix, it's very pop. I could play this in any club. So yeah, bassline. Thank you, Wilson, my friend. I will get to your track next. Vice Captain. I love your lead. It has the perfect amount of delay. Really fills out the sound. Yeah, man, really nice. So leave it up there, man. You'll get plenty of plays. It's a nice track, nice remix. For your next tracks, just make sure that your bass line's coming through. So like I can hear your bass line. I hear it when I search for it, right, with my ears. But if you boost it with an EQ, basically no one has to search for the bass line. It will be hitting their ears. Very nice. So man, really good. I subbed to your channel. I gave you a thumbs up. So what more can you want from me? Actually, what I want from you is a sub back. Maybe you already are. If you're not subbed to my channel, guys, just smash the button. It doesn't do anything for you. It does something for me. It helps me achieve my 2021 goal of getting to 600 subscribers. All right, Mr. Wilson, thank you so much for your donation, brother. You know what? We've heard Distant Traveler a few times. So I'm gonna delay that for a little, and I'm gonna listen to this one, The Work in Progress, for now. Let's have a listen. Also, Wilson, I listened to a track before from, who was it? A guy called, I'll type it in the chat, Arthur Nerino. And he is an Italian producer who also made a trance song, and it was very good. Very good. I think he could learn a lot. I think he could learn a lot from you. You could learn a lot from him. He had some issues with white noise, had too much. And also his song was very constant. So you could teach him to create some light and shade. And yeah, maybe you could work together on something. All right, let's have a listen. Yeah, it's a shame. I just read your comment down below. It's a shame that the original artist wants their content back. Wilson, man, so halfway through I was gonna say that the guitar is a little too loud for everything, but then I read the comment. So for you guys listening, the guitar was just a placeholder for a vocal that's going to go in. So once I read that and understood why the song was created like this, it makes sense. Man, this is a track from you. It's the first time I've kind of heard like swing in one of your tracks. Like the drums has a bit of like groove to it. Normally like your trance songs are sort of driven by the bass, and this one has like a bit of movement in the drums, which I think is really cool. Because what you've probably already known this, right? But from your music is this week, it sounds like your musical production style has discovered the power of drums and the power of swing and the power it can bring to a track. It gives it a bit of movement, a bit of rhythm. I think if you remove the guitar and that little lead you put in to indicate the vocal, you still have a pretty solid bass to build on. So maybe you could replicate the guitar that was recorded. Maybe you could replicate that with some other synth, very similar to the other tracks that you've done. But maybe instead of picking, for example, the same sound packs that you'd normally go to, try and pick a totally random sound, right? Just create 10 new MIDI clips and basically paste the same MIDI clip, the same MIDI melody on each, and drag 10 different random instruments onto each channel, and then mute all the channels and then add in one channel at a time with your current production, and see if any of them have the possibility of gelling. Because what you might find is a totally different sound that you've never experimented with before, and it could inspire something new in you, because everything you send is very good, and it sounds it has that Wilson Serrano like signature sound to it, right? This could be a starting point in experimenting somewhere else, like with a different sound or a different direction. It could be like an interesting project for your musical future. I think that's kind of cool, man, where you're at. I mean, the everything that you built was good. I liked these tiny little synths you added in the end. Because I didn't hear them too well throughout the track, but this outro has good skip to it with the percussion that you've built, the hi-hats and the snare drum and stuff. So man, it's a cool direction you could take it. I will listen to Distant Traveler a little later, my friend. What we are going to do is we are now going to review the second track from Complaints, and we are going to listen to, if you see here, this track is called No Clowns, Steve Marks and Complaint version 2. So I'm working on a collab and it's going very well. So let's have a listen, guys. Please, I'm going to mute my microphone. I want you guys to please, if you're just sort of streaming this and doing something else, if you're streaming and, you know, playing computer games, I would love for you guys to pause the game that you're playing, and I want you to sit at your computer or on your phone and get ready to type some messages, because I'm going to say nothing and I want to hear some feedback from you guys. You know, I appreciate your feedback as well. So please, I'm muting myself now.
We are almost exclusively compact disc now. No bands, no clowns. We're just strictly disc jockeys. Most of the folks that are afraid of a disc jockey over a band are afraid of they're going to get some top 40 characters telling crass jokes. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. As a matter of fact, even when we're told high energy, we'd really rather not. No bands, no clowns. We're just strictly disc jockeys. We are almost exclusively compact disc now.
We have light systems that synchronize to the beat of the music, 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 beat
Boom. There you guys go. Thank you for the feedback, guys. Yeah, super cool track. So I sent a very, very poor idea to Complaints, and I listened to one of his demos he sent in a few weeks ago, and it was exactly how I wanted that demo of mine. I wanted it to head in the direction of his production style. So it was absolutely perfect to send to him. And thank you, my friend, for replying and answering the call. And man, I think we have a very good track on our hands. We've bounced it back a few times, back and forth. The track's now sitting with me. So when I get some time, I'll adjust those few things that we need to get it from awesome to amazing. And then, guys, this will definitely be released this year. Super excited for this one. Man, really, I love your work, man. So good. So yeah, guys, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that. Yeah, so we're gonna push on with the stream. All right, Hetav Triverdi. Let's have a listen to With My Love.
on the outside of town. You were wearing that dress I like. Eyes bright got me falling now. You didn't know I was terrified. You got me feeling so high, so high, so high. I wanna stay the whole night with you. Sunrise, yeah, I'm going crazy with my baby. All night, yeah, I'm feeling hazy with my baby.
Yeah, I agree. It does have that big room feel. Just so far everything's quite good. I've just read your comment here. Given that you've only had 1 year experience, my friend, that's insane. 100% agree with the Martin Garrix feel. 100%. Man, if I was making this music after 1 year, wow, I would be so proud. If you guys, what I did, right, as a not as a gift, but as proof of like we all start somewhere, right? I made my old tracks public. This is from like 8 years ago, right? 8 years ago. When you have time, go listen to that and you can hear how basic and how bad my production was 8 years ago, right? And it wasn't till I started maybe 4 years ago working very hard to get better, and you hear a definite change in my production quality and style. Man, very, very good. After 1 year, 1 year, this is unbelievable. Very, very good quality, my friend. We're going to keep listening.
Outside of town, you were wearing that dress I like. Eyes bright got me falling now. You didn't know I was terrified. You got me feeling so high, so high, so high. I wanna stay the whole night with you.
Man, very, very good. One thing I would do to improve the impact of your drop is just before the drop hits, oh, not just before, but maybe, so you need to go to your master channel and select your volume. And what you need to do is you need to automate your volume. So for example, here is the drop, right? And this is the volume of your track. Basically, the volume of your track goes like this, and then the drop happens. And there's no sort of dynamic increase when the drop hits, right? What you need to do is you need to do a tiny automation on your volume. So as you're approaching the drop, you make your track a little bit quieter on the master volume, and then just before the drop, you bring it back up. So then when the drop hits, it kind of goes, and it's just a little bit louder. And it's a really clever trick. Just a few clicks of a button, to automate it down, and then when your drop hits, it's louder for the people, and then it's like, wow, like, you know, that's a tip I can give you, man, and that will make that drop hit a bit bigger. Definitely. I read the chat. Where was it? Matisse and Sadko. The Matisse and Sadko collab with Martin Garrix. This is the track. This reminds me of that track, man. So you nailed the sort of the vibe there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to listen to a track from West Baby. Then I'm going to listen to Wilson Serrano's second submission. And I do thank him for the amazing donation. Thank you, my friend. That goes towards next week's beer money for sure. Someone asked me through the week if I work. Basically, I receive money through your donations, guys, so keep them coming. All right, West Baby, No Name. Let's have a listen. Oh, my apologies. The volume's down. Let's hear that big snap again at the start. West Baby, just drop in the comments which DAW you use, my friend, because you could use I think in Ableton it's called a splicer. Basically, you drop the audio clip in, and then it chops up the audio clip, and then it corresponds to your MIDI keyboard. So you could do like using the chopped up vocal. That could be really cool if you tried that. Like, instead of looping the vocal over and over, you could play a melody of vocal chops. And a really cool tip, right? If you want to make it sound super foreign, so super different to what you're already hearing, right? Figure it out, oh no, figure it out. What I recommend is, before you drop your audio clip into the sampler or the slicer or whatever your DAW is and whatever that function is, reverse the audio clip, right? And then drop it in. And the sounds that come out is so crazy. It's so cool. It's still in key with the track, but it's all like warped and a bit, yeah, just super, super crazy. I highly recommend you try that trick. It's called a slicer in Ableton. I'm not sure what it's called in other DAWs, but and another comment, right, is I hear you have a sub bass that's sort of like doom, doom, like it's sort of continuous all the way through, but you don't have like a mid bass. So you do have your brass stabs that are kind of going brum, brum, and doing its thing. If you want to, you can replicate your sub bass and create a mid bass. So that's basically a bass line, but instead of having sub frequencies, it's got low and mid frequencies. Then it'll give a bit more strength to your low end. But I totally dig the overall vibe of the track. It's very like deep, dark, mysterious, and it's sort of reminds me of like strangers passing on the street, you know, like looking at each other and like, yeah, figure me out. It's like a very mysterious track. I also dig the very housey vibe to the percussion as well. Percussion is like, I love percussion, and that no issues whatsoever with the percussion, man. The percussion was on point. All right. Yeah, man. Thank you for submitting. All right, Wilson, I promised you your second one, Distant Traveler version 3. Let's have a listen. Guys, we are ending the stream soon in about 20 minutes or so. So if you do want to have your track heard this week, how many? I'm just going to hit refresh. Okay, we still have a fair few to go. I don't think we'll all get there. So if you want to, if you don't want to miss out, feel free to donate. Otherwise, I will get to your tracks first next week. We can listen to Wilson, then Mr. S143, you were next in line as well. So let's have a listen to Distant Traveler version 3, man. This is good. Keen to hear its progress. The thing that's standing out for me already is the kick. The kick has a lot of like punch. So like instead of it being doo, 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 it's very like tit tit tit. So there's a bit of a spike in the sort of high frequencies. Yeah, I mean let's listen to the rest of the track. It works so far with your main sort of the body of the track. It's a little too aggressive for the intro. So you can either lower it in volume, or you can shift the EQ a bit so it's not so clicky. Wilson. I hope your kids like this one, man. It's super playful, super cool. It's very
Mission control, the Eagle has landed.
cool. Really cool, man. The whole track is very playful, very digital, very, very cool. I think, yeah, the only thing that annoyed me really was that kick. And maybe if you wanted to make it a little more playful, or like what I was picturing the whole time, and don't take this as offense, but I pictured that this was associated with like a children's cartoon. So like children are watching it on TV and there's like a rocket ship flying through the sky, you know, very similar to your artwork, right? Maybe you could add in a few more vocal chops from like other space missions or something like that. So that the children, like I'm just imagining children like watching a TV with like a rocket flying and I don't know, like a teddy bear gets out or something. And the teddy bear could be saying like, yeah, Houston, like we are in flight or something. I don't know, like, and then it's a story that continues throughout the theme of the song. Man, but I really dig that, and it's pretty cool to hear. I remember the first version was very thin and it was very driven by the main melody, like the dun, da, 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 and now it's a lot more segregated, which is sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. For this track it works. You got very compartmentalized nice little sections of the track here. I really dig it. I think man, you have to add some more vocals in there and then create a little video clip, even if it's just with GIFs. I think it would be really, really cool, man. Thank you for submitting. All right, S143, fade away, and then we're getting back into the line. So I think Mr. Briggs was next. I have an issue with this song because it sounds very familiar. Give me a second. Is this a released track, my friend? You should know better. Come on. I'm very sure. Oh, what's going on? I'm very sure this is already on the Steve Marks community playlist because I know this song and I like it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, bro, sadly I can't play release tracks, man, because I get a copyright strike. So I apologize for that. I hope, yeah, sorry, man, I can't play the rest because I've already got a copyright thingy on my account now, so sorry. But man, send any demos you want. Demos. It's a demo drop. I like your released song. I play it often, so if that's good feedback, you're welcome. But yeah, man, feel free to send in any demos you like. I'll help you like like kick them up a bit, get them sounding a bit better. All right, let's have a listen to David Brings featuring All In, Roses.
I do to you, I care for you, even if I have to catch a falling star. And if there's anything you need, girl, I'll be there for you. 'Cause to me, you are the flower of my heart. Girl, I love you for being you, and the special way you always touch my heart. Girl, I'll be there if you ever call. I'll be your strength, your all in all. Roses are red, violets are blue. Well, if there's anything I'm certain of is roses are red, violets are blue. Well, if there's anything I'm certain of is I love you. I'd do anything to prove to you I care for you, even if I have to catch a falling star. And if there's anything you need, girl, I'll be there for you. 'Cause to me, you are the flower of my heart. Girl, I love you for being you, in a special way you always touch my heart. Girl, I'll be there if you ever call. I'll be your strength, your all in all. Roses are red, violets are blue. Well, if there's anything I'm certain of is roses are red, violets are blue. Well, if there's anything I'm certain of is I love you.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Very, very nice, man. Very, very pop. Very good swing. Everything sounded super full, super clean. Yeah. Maybe like a counter melody over the top of the vocals would sound cool. But like, yeah, there's not much more you could add to this to get it to that next level of awesomeness. Yeah, like I was a bit lost in the track because it just, nothing stood out that was bad in this one. Like sometimes I hear something and I go, oh, okay, I need to remember that and mention it a bit later. Oh, I need to mention that. This was like silky smooth, man, and just kept gliding through the whole track. Very, very nice, man. Yeah, can't do much more, brother. Sorry. All right, Complaint. Let's listen to your third and final track. BYMFN VIP. Let's have a listen. Yeah, I feel this track doesn't hit hard enough. Wow, man, this is huge. This is so good. Jesus, man. Man, I hope you're releasing this stuff. You really, well, you and I need to talk anyway about which labels we're going to pitch to, because in about, I mean, I already have, man, sick track. All the fills were insane. No, I would change nothing. The only thing which, I mean, if you want to improve or if you want any feedback other than me saying awesome track and then moving on, is there was some claps in the build up which so that the claps in that section were really, really loud for the mix, but that's pretty much it, brother. Man, insane. Yeah, we need to talk about which labels we're going to pitch to, but I'll DM you on Instagram for our collab. Yeah, you need to think of record labels that would sign this, and then, yeah, I'm actually going to do, guys, I know I keep saying I'm going to make tutorials, and I never do, because something always comes up, but dead set. What I'm going to do is, tomorrow, right, I'm going to drop a video. I haven't recorded it yet, but tomorrow I'm going to make a video showing how you can pitch your released tracks to Spotify curators, and it's going to be a 2-part video, because the website I use, it's a free service, right? And it's a 2-tier way to submit, and it's super cool. I'll show you why. Stay tuned for the video. I'll try and record it tonight and drop it tomorrow. Yeah, complaint, man. You need to compile a list of record labels, send them an email, and best of luck to you, brother. This is very aggressive, very, very good. I think that will get signed, no problem at all. All right, Super Nebula. Let's have a listen to Goldfinch. Guys, I'm going to stream for about another 20 minutes, so I'll try and make these quick. Apologies if I skip through some of your track, but I just want to try and get a few more demos listened to this week to make it fair. be good if you drop your sub bass down as well. So it's always going dum 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 dum, something like that. Give the bass line a bit of variety. Super cool. All your music is so good. Even your stuff, like all your Spotify stuff, is so dreamy. Man, you really, what you need to do, Super Nebula, and I think you'll benefit a lot from the tutorial I'm going to do tomorrow. You need to focus on getting your music onto playlists, man, on Spotify playlists. I'll show you how to do it tomorrow, and I really wish you success, man. This is very good. Like, there's nothing to add, nothing to take away. It's one of those tracks that it's good and it's just still good. All right, Aryan Jolly, Waiting. Let's have a listen.
Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. I've lost control. I'm lost without you. Yeah. I'm lost without you. Yeah. I'm lost without you. I'm waiting tonight, tonight. I'm waiting tonight. I'm waiting tonight. I'm waiting tonight, tonight. I'm waiting. I'm waiting tonight. I'm waiting tonight. Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. I've lost control.
Aryan, my friend, I'm going to paste a link in the chat. This is for my mastering engineer, man. This is very good quality production, right? You have so many elements in there that are working perfectly. However, it's lacking the things that a mixing and mastering engineer can bring out in your track. So you've mixed it fine. If you use this link, right, tell the dude that you know me and that I sent you his link, right, and he'll do a good job. You don't need to get this mixed, you need it mastered. So you need more saturation, you need more like commercial volume, and you need a bit more dynamics in the stereo field. If you want to try and achieve all this yourself, you can, but it takes maybe a year to learn. It's worth, use my guy, it costs like 15 euros for mastering. Trust me, just try it out once, and if it doesn't work or you hate it or you thought it was a waste of money, at least you've tried it out, right? I highly recommend you get this mastered, man, and you could pitch this to record labels, and it has a very, very good chance of getting signed, man. Very, very good chance.
I'm lost without you. Hey, I'm lost without you. I'm waiting tonight. I'm waiting tonight. I'm waiting tonight.
Man, really, it's like a radio track waiting to be released, man. Really, I'd get this mastered, man, and send it to labels. It's that good. All right, I'm pushing on to melodic dubstep. I don't know who this is from, but I'll find out and I'll announce it. Oh, okay. Download. Let's download it. So it's going to pop up into music. Let's have a listen.
Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing.
I think this is from Music by Doubt. So, yes, it's from Music by Doubt. Also, guys, Music by Doubt, I just posted an awesome walkthrough video he did of his winning remix of Legacy. So after this stream, if you have time and you want to watch a very good and very detailed walkthrough of how to make a sick track, and man, the fills in your track are insane. If you guys want to learn anything about fills, trust me, watch the video that just got dropped on my YouTube channel, and you'll learn a lot. Let's have a listen.
Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. I've lost control. I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you. Without you.
Nice, man. Watch those high harsh frequencies on that lead. The lead's very good up in the high octaves, but watch the harsh frequencies. You know, it's funny, everything sounded good until the last bit there. It sounded like the vocal was not in time, but I want to keep the beat from back here. Yeah. I think the to me, I was vibing the track the whole way through, and the one thing that threw me was the tiny vocal grab at the end. So maybe adjust that. Man, so good, so good. I loved how the like the verses were very sort of very like closed and like shy, I guess you would say, while the very delicate vocal was doing its thing. And then when the drop hits, it's like this beast like coming out of its cave and like, you know, roaring across the mountains, man. It was so good, so euphoric. Yeah, you're a very talented producer, man. Very, very talented. And I wish you all the best, brother. Super, super good track, man. Really, really good. All right, we're going to push on to Naiad, who is also a new submitter. My friend, welcome to the channel, to the experience. Cool, man. I see you've got some good information here on your SoundCloud follower. I just became your 10th follower as well, brother. So welcome to the double digits. So you're from, where are you from, my friend? I don't see it anywhere. All right, doesn't matter. But we're gonna have a listen anyway. And you sent me your track called Naiad Got Me Feeling Amazing. So let's have a listen. It does go for 7 minutes, so apologies, I am going to skip through it a little to get through these other tracks, but let's have a listen. Apologies, OVR. I'll get to you next, man. I accidentally reversed the order. So the order's meant to start with OVR. So my friend, I'll get to your track next. Sorry, man. This is why I hate opening many tabs. It confuses me. It's why I just always use SoundCloud and go from the ground up. So my apologies, man. You'll be the next track. Give some reverb onto those stabs so they linger around a little longer. Okay, when the drop hit, man, the dynamic of the track died, and it's because, right? It's because I'm gonna keep listening, but it sounds like you either have a really long kick sample that's like, right, and they're all backed up against each other going, which means there's a lot of sub frequencies just smashing through your mix, right? So it's either that, or you have a kick and a sub bass going at the same time, right? Which it's not a bad thing. If this is the vibe you're going for, super bass heavy, then that's perfectly fine, man. No stress at all. But I explain this often in my little streams, right? So your bass frequencies need space. So if my window that you're looking at in my head is one bar of the track, right? So you have a kick, 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 right? You have a kick sample that's very long. So you have a kick like this, so the whole bar is just bass, right? If you pick a shorter kick sample that's a bit more like dun, dun, right? Dun, 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 then you have all that space in between the kicks, right? All this space here, kick, space. You have all that other space to have a bass line. So something like your sub bass. And trust me, when you make space for your kick via sidechain compression, then your sub bass can do its thing and your kick can do its thing in two totally separate frequency bands, right? Really cool. This track is like, the vibe is super good, right? I'll quickly explain the sidechain compression, right? So you have a kick, right? I think you have one long kick sample, right? Which could be an issue. It's making your bass feel very heavy, right? If you change your kick sample so it's short and sharp, do, 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 instead of do, right? Every time that kick hits and you have your sub bass playing, when it goes at the same time, do, so this is your kick, it can't punch through your sub bass layer. So you need to add what's called sidechain compression to your sub bass. So what that will do is the sub bass will duck in volume every time the kick hits. So it'll go doom like this. So you need to compress your sub bass so that the kick comes through. Super bass heavy track, bro. I think if you revisit and use those tips that I gave you, then hopefully you have a less bass heavy track, but it'll be way more dynamic, because the bass you have in your track at the moment, it just, like, sadly it kills the dynamic. It's the track's almost there. Just a few tiny adjustments you have to make to to make it sound cleaner in the bass line, man. But anyway, man, thanks for joining us. I added a link in the chat. I do it again. If you want to join our Discord community, man, it's free to join, and it's basically a community of all of us that submit to the demo drop. We all hang out on one little online space, I guess, and we give each other feedback and tips and stuff like that. So, man, you're free to join, free to post your music, promote yourself, etc., etc. OVR, let's listen. Escape. man, the sub bass in this track is out of key to the rest of it. Yeah, it's you've got everything going like bum ba ba da ba da bum, but then your mid bass is like dun dun dun, and it's not like, yeah, it sounds a little disjointed. So basically your sub bass is hitting the wrong note. It's a little sharp. Drop it down until it sounds harmonically correct. Yeah, again the sub bass, bro. Sadly, it lets you down, but everything else is so strong. Man, very good. Just that sub bass, just the sub bass fix. Guys, I just smashed a comment in the chat, right? Before you guys go, please, if you could hit that little link, right? It will send you to an Instagram post. What I would love you guys to do, right? It's a competition, and basically, if I have the most likes, or the second most likes, or the third most likes on my comment, I win a spot in the largest live stream in Germany as a DJ. So I need your help to get me there, guys. So when you get time, hit that little link, please. I would love that, because I think it's a great opportunity for me to get out there and have my song, my music heard by many people. All right, Mite Lazki, my friend, your track is gone. So, bro, send me another one. You were a first-time submitter as well, but sadly, not this time. Felix, Spooky Scary Skeletons remix. This will be the last track of the night, guys. So, thank you. Stick around for the free, or the prize I'm going to give away. A free mastering by me. So let's have a listen. Spooky Scary Skeletons, then we'll run the competition, and then you guys are going to vote for me in the Instagram competition. Yeah. Mr. Mighty Laxi, I see, man, you're there. Can you just type in the comments, man, which track you want me to review? Because yeah, please resend, man, because you were in the line and you know you got your track in on time, so I wanna reward you for that. You'll be the last track of the live stream, man. So also, Felix, this is sick. Man, really cool. Really cool. Man, it's cool. Super cool, super playful. It's a remix. I know it's from like a Halloween track. Really cool. Man, that's super neat, man. I would flesh that out into a full track, and then maybe 2 months before Halloween I would try and get it released. I think that would be super cool, man. All right, Mighty Luxy, we are going to accept your track because you did get it in on time. Critison, my friend, you know what? Because I'm bloody awesome, I'm going to listen to your track as well, man. Also, Mighty Luxy, my friend, welcome. New submitter, my friend. I'm just going to quickly check out your profile. From Belarus, cool. I don't know any people from Belarus, but now I do. So thank you, my friend. Hey, I'll give you some cool tips for your profile, right? It's cool that we know you're from Minsk, Belarus, right? But add some details in your description. We would love to know who your favorite producers are, what inspired you to make music. Also, add things like your YouTube channel, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, if you have it, because people like me, I want to check you out. I also want to tag you in a post that I do every week. So make sure you add your Instagram, bro. Instagram, very important for me. And yeah, then you look more complete for record labels and they're more likely to sign your music, man. So I'm doing you a favor by helping you out. All right, Mighty Luxy, go away, demo. Let's have a listen.
So many times I thought you'd leave me. Broken inside, I feel I've lost my sanity. I don't believe in happy endings. Out on my pride and hope you'd still love me in the end. I didn't want to leave your arms, but I feel like you won. You left my soul to starve. I don't believe I'm the one. I can't show that I'm hurting. You can't know that I'm worried. I gave up in a hurry just to know I'm safe. Love is the fire and I'm burning. You hold the flame, I need mercy. I'm on my knees and I'm begging you to go away. Love is a fire and I'm burning. You hold the flame, I need mercy. I'm on my knees and I'm begging you to go away, go away. So many times I thought you'd leave me. Broken inside, I feel I've lost my sanity. I don't believe in happy endings. Out on my pride and hope you'd still love me in the end. Didn't want to leave your arms, but I feel like you won. You left my soul to starve. I don't believe I'm the one. Begging you to go away, go away. You to go away. I can't show that I'm hurting. You can't know that I'm worried. I gave up in a hurry just to.
Man, this is so good, right? This song is also, it's ready for like release. It's ready to go on the radio, right? One thing it lacks is some stereo. So your track when listening is, if you imagine this box that I'm in is like the listening spectrum. A lot of your sound is sort of fitting like this. I hear some reverb, which gives some width, but you need to make the body of your track more stereo, so it gives it more strength, right? Your track is almost there. and I just put a link in the comments. That's my mixing engineer. He can master this for you and get it sounding very bright, very full, very strong, for very cheap. Man, wow, really good. It's like smooth, relaxing, very, very cool. Very Yeah, man. Wow. Very nice, man. Very, very cool. This is another track where you can't really improve on it anymore. That you have all the elements there. You have all these nice things. All the sound design is perfect. Everything sounds perfect, man. It just needs to be made commercially loud, commercially ready, commercially full. So I think my guy can help you out super cheap. Let him know that you know me, and he'll do like an extra good job for you, man. Really, you should try. Very, very nice music, man. Only 16 followers. Wow, guys, if anyone is on a computer and you're listening right now, I see there's still 16. So for people on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, I see you guys there. Go listen to and follow Might Lasky. Go on. All right, and the final track for tonight is Critison. Christmas is Massive. Let's have a listen. It's 5 minutes long, my friend, so I am going to skip through it a little. And then we draw our winner of the free mastering by me, and then I can eat some food. Yay. Critison, man, this is insane. This is so good, bro. This is like for the last 4 weeks. I told you to work on your mixing because everything sounded too loud and too soft and too loud and too soft. This, man, is way better. I agree with Addy Music's, man. It's unbelievably good. Very well done, man. Man, very good. Very, very good. Guys, what I'm going to do, so today we got through 28 tracks. So what I'm going to do is draw a random number between 1 and 20. How many did I say? 28? Hey Siri, can you draw a random number between 1 and 28, please?
A random number between 1 and 28 is 14.
14. No way. Classic. You can't make this stuff up, guys. No way. So, the 14th song in the list is it's the collab between me and Complaints. Yeah, it is mine. You know what? I demand a redraw. So, because I'm gonna master this track anyway. Hey Siri, can you pick a random number between 1 and 28, please?
A random number between 1 and 28 is 16.
16, that's better. Alright, let's go again. Boom. Okay, that's better. That's much better, guys. The winner is West Baby. So, West Baby, my friend, if you're watching, send me a DM on Insta and let's talk. Guys, huge stream today. I'm super tired. Thank you guys for sticking around. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that Insta link once more. So if you feel like voting for me, you can. If you don't, I don't mind, guys. It's not the end of the world for me, but I'm helping you. I'd love you to help me. Anyway, I'm out of here. See you next week.